BYDFi is a crypto exchange on desktop and mobile where you can spot trade, futures trade, use leverage tokens, and copy the trades of top trade. There's hundreds of crypto available on their spot exchange, as well as a free test account so you can practice futures trading without getting wrecked. BYDFi.
Hello everybody, welcome back. Let's have a look at the overall vibe with altcoins as Sunday rolls into Monday, which is a normal trading day for the rest of the markets. That means ETFs, that means indices, that means Dixie, that means everybody. They're all back on Mondays. So sometimes you'll often see a bit of a sell-off on a Sunday as people express caution moving into a traditional trading day, really. And that's fine. And at the moment, it would appear that dips are for buying. So we're thinking about altcoins specifically. We'll start with the total 2. After breaking out from this major area, this 918 billion total market cap, we're now headed towards 1.11 trillion. So this is the total 2, basically, including Ethereum and everybody else. So this is like the big one, and yeah, we're fast approaching it. But as far as this trend is concerned, no bearish divergence on this weekly, just strength of trend. We do have bearish divergence on the money flow index on the daily here with an overheated read. But again, it's only a single drive, and I don't think it's completed until we've hit that next level. So think about the Bitcoin dominance chart then, as we have now, basically hit that descending trend. So if we were going to find a bounce, it was going to be a retest of this trend line with these, with the Bollinger Band Center here, all on the daily. This is what we're talking about since we got that rejection. Said if we're going to get a bounce, the first area of the bounce is going to be here. Since this breakout was completed with a pump signal as well, we came up to retest this top, and this is the most obvious area for a bounce. Let's have a look at momentum on this one to see if there's any reason for us to think that we could come back down to retest the bottom of the trend line. And yeah, you got one drive of bearish divergence. It's not enough really on its own, I would say. Let's have a look at the 4-hourly to see what's going on here. So the 4-hourly did get that bounce, and it's also found a rejection on a pretty steep looking 20 moving average there. So you might be looking for another retest of that and a breakdown. So really on the dominance chart, we're looking for closures above 54% to get continuation back up to the top, or rejection from 54% back down to where we came from and maybe a little lower. So and ahhing on this Sunday. I think that everybody's going to catch up. So I think we're all going to keep going up, to be fair. It doesn't mean you should harvest your kidneys and sell your kids in the expectation of tripling, quadrupling your money so you can buy it all back again, because there is huge risk in the market. But to be fair, it's roaring at the moment, and I don't quite think it's finished. Again, I'm still 70% in cash. In fact, it's less than that now, because the gains that I've made have probably made the ratio appear more like 60% in cash, because, well, let's face it, there's been some pretty serious gains this last couple of weeks. So yeah, I've still got a very large cash position, is what I'm saying. But yeah, most of the targets from the altcoins that I have entered into have recently filled. So we had Algorand fill yesterday. That was a decent trade. Still waiting for XRP to continue on and explode and pop out. And there are some other smaller altcoins that I'm interested in. I've picked them up this morning, but rather than just, because this is what I don't like. I don't like obviously taking risk myself and then telling everybody about the things that I've taken, which are risky trades, because then they're going to go and do it themselves without any plan. I don't like that. I don't want people to watch a YouTube video and go, well, he's done it, so I'm going to do it. No, I've done it with a particular plan in mind. Invalidation points, validation points, exit points, entry points. I've not watched a YouTube video and then just pressed buy. The moment I've watched it, I've thought about it, I've planned it, I'm looking to execute it, and if it fails on my terms. So I don't want that, because I know what happens. I've been here before. I've been in this market for years and years, making these videos for years and years, and I know what happens. I make a video, and then suddenly I just get DMs every 15 minutes. That coin, that blah 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 coin, that what's the target? How's it looking? How is it looking? What's it looking like it's going to do? How long is it going to take to? Oh my god! Ah! So yeah, all right. I'll keep my little trades to myself, just to save the my broadband speed, because the DMs come through thick and fast. How high is it going to go? How many more seconds is it going to take? Right. Anyway, so we've looked at the dominance chart. We've looked at total 2. Let's have a look at total 3, shall we? Because total 3 is where the fun should be happening, and what is that looking like? So let's take it to a weekly. Right, so total 3 has hit the major area of resistance, so it's already hit it, and so far, yeah, we've poked our little head above it, and we're getting a rejection from it. So what I would say on this chart here is that if we can close above this, and this happens, it can be on any real time frame, but arguably the higher the better. So we're talking daily to weekly, and we're the support stroke resistance, sorry, is 628 billion. If we can get above that level, build a base above there, the next move is going to take us up to just short of around 800 billion, and I would imagine that was going to be a significant area for a bigger pullback, and maybe even continuation after a retest of these lower zones. So recognize what's happening right now. We are pushing a resistance, a big one. This is like a major area on this chart, and if we get rejected from it, then expect a much deeper pullback even from this level to get picked back up at a lower point to then make another run up to it and then break. However, if it does break from here, it's another nice move, like I say, towards 800 billion, and that on small caps, well, I say small caps, it's all caps, isn't it, really? But yeah, excluding Ethereum, should we say, is pretty decent, and we should be looking for continuation. So the long and the short of this is that I do expect the market to continue bouncing from this pullback that we see already today, unless, of course, Monday opens particularly red for S&P, Nasdaq, green for Dixie, and all that stuff. I don't think it's quite ready for that, although everything is looking hot. It's not looking like it wants to immediately turn over, but it could. And this is why Sundays can often be this way, because we're waiting for global markets to open tomorrow. So, long story short, though, I like it. Just finishing off with a little XRP. You're seeing a nice big move down here. Nice move back up from the 10 exponential. Excellent. So, I mean, generally, this is the way that we want things to behave. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Now, we don't want giant parabolic moves. And yesterday, there was quite a lot of huge moves in the market. Bitcoin Cash was up like 40-50% at some point. So altcoins are going a little bit crazy, definitely going a little bit crazy, and they need to pull back from that. But I don't think that they're quite finished yet. Not based on the total 2, total 3 probably breaks that area and makes its way to 800, and the Bitcoin dominance currently looks like it wants to get rejected on the 4-hourly as well. So look, and also I should say that Ethereum itself, which is the key to altcoin success, we are pushing that resistance. We've talked about this before, this $3,400 zone. That is resistance, but a break from there takes us basically to 4,000, where I would imagine that being a nice psychological number to escape from. But look, there's no real warning signs on this, I'd say. Not particularly. It's just a resistance to pull back from and a dip to be bought from. Look, your risk. You've got to take the initiative to either enter into a trade and exit into it. Please don't DM me about how to manage trades. I really can't express to you enough. If you're old enough to buy something, you're old enough to manage it yourself. It's as simple as that. I'm not your mother. You know, you can't come crying to me if you've made a mistake on an altcoin. I would never suggest you buy anything. That's not what any of this is about. It's me telling you my interpretation of the charts and roughly, my expectations over the next 24, 48 week, month time frame and what I expect from it. It's not me saying, I'm not shilling anything to anybody. I'm not like one of those, younger YouTubers, that do the YouTube shorts saying, you have to buy this altcoin or you'll miss out. You're gonna lose because you didn't buy the stupid furry face token meme master. Alright, whoa. No, you won't catch me doing anything like that. However, what I will say is, it's up until it's not. We call it a train dodge. That's what we call it on the Patreon, and that's basically what we're entering into now. We're in a period of train dodge time. So the train dodge, basically, you're on the train tracks, you're waiting to jump off while the train's heading towards you. It's going to flatten you if you don't jump off in time. You get absolutely demolished, probably die, and you're trying to find the right time to jump off at the last minute. Remember, no one sells the top, no one buys the bottom. All you're looking to achieve in life is to make money out of markets. That's it. So just remember that. Don't get greedy. Don't get greedy. If you've made money or if you're making money, think about that. Think about that. You're going to have to take that money off the table at some point, because at some point it's going to stop giving and it's going to start taking. So think about that, right? Just think about that. Anyway, I wish you the best of luck. Maybe you can join the Patreon. We can look at all kinds of charts together, Tuesdays and Friday evenings. Otherwise, I hope you have a nice day. Take it easy.